CAFO operations diminish life expectancy and quality of life to our livestock. According to 15 biggest pros and cons of CAFO by Connect Us, which is non-dated, animals reach unnatural sizes because of artificial stimulants that they are given in the productions. Usually these stimulants that the livestock are given, they often grow too big, or it stunts their growth. And if an animal is not growing well, then it will affect their soundness. And how sound an animal is how well they move and how comfortably they move. And if an animal is not sound enough or structurally correct, then they will not produce enough for our consumers. The USDA should really stop permitting CAFOs. According to CAFOs, What We Don't Know Is Hurting Us by Baron J., Baron V., Melissa Demchak, Melanie Sturm, and Lindwall C., published in November 23, 2020, the operations can really impair our drinking water. Usually the water supplies in the areas are very contaminated with dangerous amounts of nitrates and coliform bacteria. The coliform bacteria and the nitrates are usually runoff from the farms, and they're found in the fertilizers and manures that are being run off from the farms into our water. There are numerous cons of concentrated animal feeding operations. There is excessive amounts of air pollution, rapid increase of animal antibiotic resistance, and many animals don't receive the medical attention that they need. Therefore, disadvantages of concentrated animal feeding operations are harming the environment and can affect the way that we breathe. The operations cause massive amounts of air pollution. In the article by Air Quality Health Impacts of CAFOs by Clean Air California, published in 2018, September 11th, hydrogen sulfide, ammonia, and malodorous gases are released. These gases cause long-term effects and can lower the quality of our life. So because of these farms, all of the methane and ammonia and hydrogen sulfide gases that are being released is affecting us and the way we breathe. Usually this can cause our children or our elderly or even us to get really bad conditions such as asthma or bronchitis. And the effects of feedlots increase animal antibiotic resistance. Animal antibiotic resistance is not a good thing. It's really important that this is not that this does not happen. Farmers actually feed millions of pounds of feed to the animals that are not yet sick, thinking that they are going to keep them from getting sick, which of course I guess they could be keeping them from getting sick, but the bacteria is building immunity to the low amounts of antibiotics that they are being fed every day, which is keeping the bacteria from which is building the bacteria's immunity and keeping it from helping the animal stay healthier. Some animals actually don't receive the vet care that they need. The animals that get sick are usually sent straight to slaughter. These concentrated animal feeding operations are brutal. The operations usually, well, not even usually, 100% time act as a business, and profit is their priority, not the health or the quality of the animals. The conditions can often be so intense that vets usually turn them down. Like, veterans often disagree with CAFO productions and they don't even want to serve them. Although CAFOs are drastic, there are several ways to stop CAFOs from forming in your community. Those who oppose the CAFO productions can seek help from Socially Responsible Agriculture, or SRAP. According to 15 Biggest Pros and Cons of CAFO by Chief E., published in 2020, October 4th, SRAP can help actually educate the public about the many and numerous problems of CAFO productions. The organization provides guidance to those who want to better the agricultural tactics, which means getting rid of CAFOs and Considering legal action is always an option. Some states favor communities, like the community's rights over their industrial agriculture. Once a CAFO is built, there are actually laws in place that keep the CAFOs from violating your rights as a citizen. The benefits of stopping CAFOs are even favorable to the atmosphere. Putting an end to the operations reduce air pollution. Air pollution is already a giant struggle in the US, and according to How to Stop a Factory Farm in Your Community, which is not dated, less ammonia and methane gases will be released if we stop the CAFO productions. And keeping these methane gases and dangerous gases out of our air keeps us from having really bad lung conditions. Getting rid of the operations help keep our water cleaner. According to Clean Water Defense, published in 2020 of February 5th, CAFO release a lot of harmful manures into our drinking water. Not having these operations would stop the runoff of the dangerous manures and stuff that are being produced there. Having CAFOs removed from our communities is not only crucial to our environment, but it is indefinitely beneficial to our health. These compacted feedlots cause many issues and they not only affect our livestock that we consume, but the health of our families and environment. We need to put a stop to this animal cruelty and decline of environmental health. Concentrated animal feeding operations are definitely unnatural. They deplete animals' growth and their overall well-being. It is extremely detrimental to our environment, and because of over the 160 harmful gases that are emitted from the waste, it is really affecting the way we breathe. This neglect to our livestock that we consume needs to be stopped. We need to sign petitions, get the press involved, and contact organizations. Keeping the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the livestock we use to feed our families should be at the top of your priority, and to refuse the permit of CAFOs in your area.